Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster, and for those of you that aren't aware, it was my birthday recently, and what I thought I'd do is a really quick video just to show you a few of the things that I got, certainly the sort of the more bushcrafty kind of things, and a few other little bits as well. Now firstly, I got this really nice t-shirt, urban camo, which is not my normal, but it will certainly help me blend into the concrete jungle. I also got, and again this is not in bushcrafty in any way, shape or form, I got this really nice tie handkerchief and cufflink set. Now I wear a suit for work and I always like to try and look nice. Again, not my usual kind of thing, but I wouldn't pick this if I'd gone out to the shops myself, but I really like this. And then I've got three things, well probably two things really, and a bit of a jokey thing. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move the camera around quickly just so you can kind of see this in all its glory. So first things first, this is the slightly jokey one I was telling you about. You can see all these kind of comic strip things on here, and this is an 80s retro sweet box. Now I'm sure many of you will remember a lot of these. I'm going to take great pleasure in the next few nights sampling these and hopefully reliving a bit of my youth. Now, the jokey stuff aside, there was one thing that I was expecting, which is up here, and I'll show you more about that in a second. This one was a complete surprise. Now, it's, what's it called? It's called the Coffee Brewer by the Growers Cup, I think that is. Now, I've sampled a couple of these already, and they're actually really nice, but I think they're actually quite a good idea if you're out bushcrafting, that kind of thing. And essentially, it is filter coffee made in a bag. Now, I'll give you a bit of a close-up of the packet. This is an Ethiopian blend. I've tried one of these already, and it's really nice. You get 2 cups out of it. It's a medium roast. And looking on the back here, you can get a bit of a better idea how this works. So you open up the top of the bag up here, pour in your water, leave it to brew for sort of 5 minutes or so, and then you pour it out of this little spout here. Now, appreciate, it won't be everyone's cup of tea, if you excuse the pun, but using these, I actually boiled up some water in my garden to try it out. And it's really simple to use. You get a really nice cup of coffee out of it with no mess. Obviously, because these are not biodegradable, you would need to take your refuse back out with you, as you always would when you're out and about. But it's a nice, easy, sort of fairly compact way of doing it if you don't want to mess around with a French press or kind of cowboy coffee or that kind of thing. Now, I've got a bunch of these in here. There are 10 in total, I think. So we've got a Guatemalan blend, we've got a Honduran blend, and you've got 2 stronger ones, which are these two, which is a Colombian and a Brazilian blend. All of these I'm looking forward to sampling. As I say, I've only tried the Ethiopian blend for the time being, and it was really nice. So again, if you're looking for something like that to take away camping with you, that's a bit kind of simple and easy, highly recommend them, having only used one. And then lastly, and you will have seen my recent video on making jerky out of minced meat. This was something I was expecting, wasn't sure it was going to arrive in time, but it did. It got here just before my birthday, and essentially it's this. Now, I think these are known by a lot of different names: jerky guns, jerky cannons, this kind of thing. And essentially it is just a, not sure what it's called in other parts of the world, but over here this would be known as like a silicon gun. You'd use it for kind of running silicon and other kind of materials into bathrooms, kitchen, that kind of thing. You extend this thing out, you'll pack your minced meat, let's have a look, into this barrel here, and then by pulling the trigger, bring my hand forward a bit, by pulling the trigger, this will push down. See if I can do it on camera for you. And it will force out all of the meat through one of, if you bear with me, one of these 2 nozzles. So you've seen me make this kind of ribbon shape before. I really like this. I think it really helps the meat dry evenly. Or you can go that slightly more traditional sausage shape, and I'm sure you could use it for making actual sausages as well if you were that way inclined. We've got some instructions. We've got a little barrel or bottle brush in there, and there's a little mesh drying mat rack in there as well. Right then guys, so those were the gifts I got for my birthday, at least the sort of bushcrafty, interesting ones anyway. I'm really looking forward to giving this a try, and you'll be seeing a video in the fairly near future on this. I have got some lean beef mince up in my freezer, so I'll be thawing that out probably next weekend to try and give this a go. So I hope it was useful guys. As I say, I don't know how readily available these are. As I say, I really like these. The concept of it's really good. You know, if it's just something you're going away for an overnighter or maybe a weekend trip, chucking a couple of these in your bag. You know, there's nothing wrong with making coffee from scratch and using a couple of pots. You know, for me, if I can save on one thing that I have to wash up, I will do. So I think these are going to work really well for me. I've certainly got plenty enough in there to keep me going for the time being. The jerky gun, big thing for me. Really looking forward to using it. So I hope you'll join me next time. Cheers, guys.